What are you mad about?
It's on the interrobang. We can get his name if we go to the article.
He just went like this to you with both fingers out. I didn't know what you were doing. That could be part of your advice show.
The Advice Show.
What kind of advice you have for Chris right now? Get your shit together?
That would be my lead advice.
It was film critic Jeffrey Wells. Critic.
Well, let's see some pictures of him. See what he looks like. See if he's a man about town. Google his ass. No one's answering the phones over there, so I'm just going to go blank here. Hi, you're on the Ron and Fez show. Unscreen caller.
Yo, this is Dave.
Hey, Dave.
Oh, yeah, this fucking jerk-off artist who was talking shit about Amy Schumer. What kind of fucking moron is that who bases the quality of a movie on
sucking chest wounds
how hot
do basic triage and navigation and scenario.
Hey, Shelby, there's a couple different things coming in here at the same time.
Anthony Bourdain's bleeding in here.
What do they tell you to do with a roadblock? How do you get through a roadblock?
Did you pull it down, Fez?
Yeah, that was Anthony Bourdain on the...
Anthony. That was Anthony Bourdain.
Anthony Bourdain.
That was Anthony. Well, then don't. When somebody else's voice comes up, pot it down. Pot it down, my friend. Anyway, to get back to your point there, buddy.
Okay.
Yeah, that guy's an asshole. So...
I mean, just moronic. Fucking idiot. Shit for taste in movies, obviously.
Look, I brought this up before, and I don't want to make Fez pissed about it. But generally, it's the homosexual society that makes women feel bad about themselves. There's no place that...
Well, there's also the whole dude bro shit where all the guys
yes,
act
that's
like
what I said, homosexuals.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's either homosexuals or in-closet homosexuals.
Gotcha.
And Fez, I think that you would admit that the dude bro society, those are kind of closeted homosexuals.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
I think if you're in a frat and you're going through a hazing, you're a dude bro and you're a closeted gay.
Thank you. And that's somebody who hates me and is agreeing with me right there.
And this guy looks like a Bud Abbott with a bad dye job.
Okay, so there we go. Now you've lowered yourself to his level, Fez. I mean, I get
The Advice Show.
that you want people to, come off a little better, but I don't think you want to lower yourself to his level. I'll just say that. But I will agree with what you said, though, about dude bros, closeted gays.
Absolutely.
If you had your way, would any gay in the closet be dragged out and beaten in town square?
No.
All right, I don't know where it's going then. You got to help me.
I thought he was going to say yes.
You got to help me help you, because I need my own
The Advice Show.
from you. Like, I want to know how I could be better. I could be a better Ron. Jason, Panic in Detroit. You're on the Ron and Fez show.
What's up, cousins? Hey, I don't know why everybody's putting down Amy Schumer. In real life, she dated that wrestler, Dolph Ziggler, and he's one handsome son of a bitch.
He is a handsome guy. Yeah, you're right. There's Amy, even if you had to say to yourself, who could Amy pick up? It's just about anybody.
I'm looking at the picture she posted. She's fucking hot. Amy Schumer's...
But she's hot in real life. She's she's hot on her TV show. She's an attractive woman. This guy, either a closeted or non-closeted gay. Am I right to say that, Fez?
Yeah, okay. You're right.
They just want to make women feel bad about themselves.
Dude bros and male film critics.
Well, and also those fashion critics. They're just like, what is she, size 6? Jesus Christ. You know what I mean? Like, what are you fucking talking about then? Advice show with Fez Whatley.
The Advice Show.
Serious advice, Fez. Here's Ben in Illinois.
Yeah, I had a question for Fez. This gay guy keeps hitting on me. And I mean, he's really nice. I don't want to be a jerk to him or anything, but, I've kind of alluded. This gay guy keeps hitting on me. And I mean, he's really nice. I don't want to be a jerk to him or anything, but, you know, I've kind of alluded to the fact that I have a girlfriend, but he keeps doing it. How can I let him down easy, Fez?
Well, that's an easy one, right? You just gay bash?
No, you don't hit anyone.
Wait, hold on. All right, no, I'm learning
Not with a
something.
weapon or your fist.
The Advice Show.
But it's wrong to keep hitting on someone when they tell you they're straight, right?
Yeah, it is. I mean, unless there's somewhere deep and down you want to go with it.
Deep and down?
Deep inside and down inside of you. That you want to.
Deep inside of you.
Oh,
or
I'm a
down-
nut.
No, you're not. You're doing great. You're giving out the advice show. So, push then. If you don't hit, do you physically shove the person or do you threaten them?
No, what would actually get this guy off of your back from hitting on you is you've talked to him, obviously. Have your girlfriend stop by and have her say something to him. He will take off.
Seriously, this can't be the bad advice show.
This is a work
He
situation.
wanted advice.
I can't
He's
really
got
have
the
my
best.
But your advice should just be let him blow you. Because really, that would be less emasculating than having your girlfriend come and stick up for you.
Honey, can you tell the gays to stop harassing me?
He needs to see you in your natural
jeez.
hetero environment.
Oh, jeez. I would gay bash first before I did that. Would you like to get advice from Fez? He's willing to give it out now. 866-RON-0-FEZ. 866-RON-0-FEZ. He is the world's answer to Jenny Hutt. Wait, are we all cleaned over there? Was it all worked out?
It's getting there. It's getting there to a point.
Do we know what the problem was?
Not yet. I'm asking that. No, they don't know what the problem is yet.
Okay.
But it's slowly getting fixed.
So they're doing a bang-up job, and it's great to have a team that comes in, can get you, I mean, normally, if you work in a place, the board freezes, you're screwed. We had a team rush here like they were first responders, got us up within minutes. We were able to sing our opening song.
It was nice, actually.
We forgot to do the Ron, Fez, hey! But, people knows how to do that. It's the advice show. It's the advice show.
The Advice Show.
Or almost the reverse advice show where Fez Watley will be giving you just rubbing sweat out of your head there, Fez. You're nervous about the advice show?
Yeah.
But you're
perspiring in the middle of 15-degree weather.
You're involved in the show. You're giving out advice. You came up with that great advice. If someone bothers you, get your girlfriend to stick up for you. Looks like GB fans, which is the Ghostbusters fans, have picked it up now. I'll tell you this, that Jermaine Lassier starts to run with it, and, they're over there at the Slash Film, and things start to buzz in a big, big way.
He's a tastemaker.
I don't know what that means, but is it good?
It's real good, yeah.
John in South Carolina, you're on.
The Advice Show.
Good afternoon, gentlemen.
Yeah.
My question is for Fez. What do you do, and how do you handle a situation like when a host walks into a studio room that doesn't work? Who's supposed to check that out before he has to sit there and improv for the whole 3 hours? Okay, thanks, guys.
Shelby's supposed to check out the studio room.
The advice show. The advice on how to throw people into the bus. The advice show. Jaron in Utah. You're on the Run of Fez show. Let me try you again, buddy. Sorry about that. Is it Jaron?
Good. This is he.
Yeah, I don't know if that's a name.
Oh, it's a name.
Okay.
So anyways, I'm in Utah, and
Sweet.
Feminism is pretty large right now with the LDS Church and everything, and also gay issues. And I used to think, like, what are women doing for me? Like, I have no interest in them and their, what their missions were. But just if you meet one person who may also be gay and feminist, I mean, it can just turn you around like overnight. And I think Fez, in another life, he may also meet like someone who may be pro-women, and I bet he could come in like the next day into the studio, and his views could be totally turned around. So I wouldn't say all
you gotta do is roll a ball in front of him, and everything changes.
Yeah, I wouldn't say like all gay men are anti-women.
No, but they lead the charge. I certainly wouldn't say all gay men are, but those fashion people who make women feel bad about themselves, whether they make fashion or they write about fashion, they're the ones, that people go to the Oscars and we're supposed to hear like, oh, Halle Berry looked like a... You're like, what are you talking about, dude? Most of us have never even met anyone as attractive as Halle Berry in our life. And you're going to make fun of her for something that she wore? That's fucking crazy talk.
Why she look like a pig?
Yeah.
That's definitely a dude you
nuts.
never want to hang out with.
What's that?
That's definitely a dude you never want to hang out with.
No, not just because he's gay. Like, I have some gay friends, and one that's trying to be.
Well, he'll make it.
I wonder. Oh, how I wonder. So, Fez, how you doing on the advice show? You didn't even say anything to that guy.
No.
How come?
I guess nerves.
No, you don't have nerves. You have...
The Advice Show.
You have the advice show for people who need advice, want advice, and then need some more advice. The advice show.
You're helping people.
Yeah.
People that need it.
Oh, you're a rich girl. Vice show from Fez Watley. Hey, Ryan. Go ahead, buddy.
Hey, Fez. I just left work because I have a terrible head cold. I was wondering if you had any advice for me on that.
Feed it. Feed the cold. If you get a fever, feed that too.
Are you just going for jokes and not real advice?
I'm no fan of starving anything.
But see, here's the thing. You got to be able to give real advice.
I was actually headed to Chipotle.
Well, he does have a cold. What should he do about it?
I would take some of that liquid C.
Cock?
Oh, God.
No, vitamin C.
It has to be cum.
Yeah.
It's liquid.
Oh, yeah. What is that, the protein that knocks it down?
Has to be. It makes you stronger.
Well, whatever doesn't, they always say, whatever doesn't kill you gives you AIDS.
I didn't hear that one. Booth is fixed, by the way.
All right. Now, do we know what happened to it?
There was a cable kicked out from underneath the...
Oh, my God.
What? What are you talking about? What?
That means someone's swinging their feet under the board and kicked out a cable that took the entire channel off the air.
That's all I was told. I was told that something was disconnected. The connection between the board was disconnected.
Can I just ask you a question?
Mm-hmm.
Was it done on purpose? Is there a saboteur we have to worry about?
It feels like sabotage.
It does. It feels like someone's airline got cut.
It was something by the phones that was disconnected. A cable.
Who's the idiots we got on the phones today?
Right now, Anthony is on the phones.
It can't be Anthony.
Anthony's too sweet.
All right. Phones are packed for you, Mr. Watt. Don't even look. Don't even look. You're looking in the future. Stay here in the present. How you feeling?
Nervous.
Why? You're the advice show guy. The advice show guy shouldn't be nervous. I want you to stop nodding. You're on the radio.
Mm-hmm.
I want you to fully give these folks advice. Here's Paul. Paul, you're on with Mr. Fez Watley.
Hey, Fez, my pipes are frozen in my basement. What should I do about that?
I would take a blow dryer down there.
Blow dryer?
Yeah. Heat up those pipes.
Okay. Thanks, Fez.
It's short advice, and you're getting it from Mr. Fez Watley. Here's Chris. You're on the advice show.
Hey, Fez, I got a quandary this weekend. My fiance wants me to go to a birthday party, and my friends want me to go to a party at the Moon Tower. What should I do?
Oh, that one's easy. Party at the Moon Tower.
Thanks, Fez.
Here's Sean. Sean, you're on the advice show with Fez Watley.
How's it going, Fez? I have a question for you.
What do you got?
My girlfriend wants to have a threesome with myself and her and another girl. I don't really want to be with her anymore, but I kind of want to wait until after we have this threesome. So what should I do?
Go have the threesome. Then if you still want out, just say, everything changed after that threesome. And then you can go.
So you're promoting dishonesty.
Yeah, in this case, yes.
Why? Why would you promote dishonesty as part of relationship stuff?
I don't think it's completely dishonest because he's being honest in two ways. He does want the threesome and he does want out.
But then you wouldn't say to her, everything changed after the threesome, making her feel bad about herself. Making her, you're slut shaming at that point.
You're using her.
Then you could say, let's do the threesome as a way of saying goodbye. As a final hurrah to the relationship. Be honest with her up front.
Okay, that would make a little more sense. Fez Watley, honesty is best. 866 Ron Zero Fez. 866 Ron Zero Fez. Here is Luke. Luke, you're on with Honest Fez Watley.
Hello?
Yes.
Hi, I'm 8 months sober, and I'm getting real close to relapsing. I need some advice.
Do you have a sponsor you can talk to? Or I guess probably better advice would be go to a meeting as soon as you can and let those people know.
Yeah, I know, but I'm at work, and I don't know. I got a really busy schedule, and I don't know. I just can't really find time.
Well, if you're not going to follow the advice, I can't help him.
But you can't. I mean, this guy is on the edge right now. You can't lose him. Give him the advice of what he can do right now. Come on, Fezzy.
I would. If you have time to call the Ron and Fez show, then you have time to call a sponsor or a friend.
He doesn't have a sponsor
or AA.
All right, that works. If I can call you guys, I can call somebody. That's right.
Oh, that's nice. You saved his life, Fezzy. Wiki wants to know why there's cables hanging down in the first place. That is a good point.
They should be fucking bundled up.
Oh, you're a rich girl. Do you think I should sing into their faces when they come in? You feel like leaving.
It'd be a great moment.
You know you can go.
And they're going to appreciate it.
Here's what, act like you're them.
Okay. Hey,
if you feel like leaving,
well, it's weird.
You know you can go. Why don't you say, dude, I'm singing. You want to shut the fuck up for 2 seconds, Daryl? Thank you. You know you can go. I'll be done in 3 minutes.
You're going to sing the whole thing.
Why wouldn't I?
You fade out on yourself?
What if they just decided to change their names after that? The whole it's Bennington. Then we could call ourselves Hob. You're on top of it today, Big Cat.
Yeah, a lot of good advice going out.
Give us the Big Cat purr.
Row.
That's a strange thing to do. Do your Big Cat dance. Why do you just do the things that I say? Why do you just do that? How you get along with Chris lately?
Very well.
That's good.
I think yesterday he said I was not his friend.
I know. That is funny, though, that he wrote, why are there cables hanging down? Here's Lance. Lance, you're on the Run and Fez show.
Hey, Fez, I need some advice from you.
What's your question?
So I've known this girl for a while, and she's in college now. She's trying out the whole lesbian thing, and now she thinks she's gay. But I know she used to sleep with guys, and I really want to sleep with her. Should I just wait this out?
Well, if she, wants to come back around to guys, you're going to have to wait it out. I wouldn't interrupt this experiment while it was going on.
So you don't think she's lesbian then?
If she says she is, I'll take her at her word. But if you're saying it's an experiment, there's no reason to jump in now. She's not going to be interested anyway.
I'll wait it out. Thanks, buddy.
Fez is so knowledgeable about some of these things. This is really, really good. It's the advice show with Fez Watley. By the way, people are asking me where they can see those pictures or get those pictures that were taken.
The promotions department has to send me a link, and then I will release that link to everyone who is there. But I'm waiting on the promotions department. And then we'll get to see all their pictures.
Well, I want a copy of each of the pictures, too.
Okay.
I want to see what those listeners look like with Dan Aykroyd.
I'll print them out.
Hey, what do you got, Red?
Hey guys, I'm in a pickle here. Vacationing with family in the Niagara Falls area. I'm wondering if I should let my friends and family take care of my cat, or should I throw the pussy in the drink? I'll hang up and listen. Thanks.
Well, you take the cat on vacation with you, but leave it with the relatives in Niagara Falls.
This person is just known as HRJ. HRJ, so I don't know who it is.
It's me, boys.
Jay.
That was our HR department calling.
Jay.
The HR department wondering about dangling wires and who the saboteur was.
Do you know the other night when I was watching the red carpet, there was a guy who looked like Hard Rock Johnny before he lost his weight.
I got like 3 text messages. Are you at the Saturday Night Live thing? Are you at the Saturday Night Live
But this
thing?
would have been you before the weight went off.
Yeah, someone sent a picture. I'm like, God damn it! Why do I still everyone think I'm fat? I mean, I know I'm still a little chunky, but
Well, here's what I was saying. I was going like this. What is the problem with 2007 Johnny? I kept calling him 2007 Johnny. And we laughed and we laughed and then we stopped laughing.
Oh, no.
You can't laugh forever. You know, the laugh was over.
It was a laugh break.
How did everything go with you yesterday? Did you imagine dragons?
I imagined there were dragons here because they weren't here really early. It was a little off, but it was fine.
What was he lost about?
He thought maybe they were playing here, but they weren't. But they stayed at a concert in town. It's pretty cool. Earl did a good job yesterday promoting our charitable endeavor with the Imagine Dragons.
Oh, that's nice. He really was. You know what? He was like relaxed, Earl. You know, being away from radio has helped him.
Yeah, he seems pretty chill.
Yeah. He chillaxes.
He does, always.
Yeah.
So I need some advice.
Well, let me hit this.
The Advice Show.
I have this friend / coworker. I've worked with him for, 20 plus years. And we used to bounce ideas off of each other all the time, and he's kind of gotten a little quieter. He doesn't kind of bounce the ideas back and forth anymore. How can I draw him into my conversations more?
You should have him do advice for the other employees.
Okay, so like an advice show in our
Did he
break
just
room.
hurt your feelings?
Yeah. Badly.
Johnny.
Come on, HR.
It's the true story. It has nothing to do with anyone else. It's someone here that I work with.
Here's some advice. Update the menu.
Oh. we just did last year.
Who is this, Gus from Cinderella? You know what I'm saying?
I heard
that hurt
10
your
minutes.
feelings,
It's just mean. It's just nasty.
I didn't mean to be mean or nasty, Fez.
Nobody loves you more than Johnny. You know that, right?
I can tell.
This is a true story, Fez. There is no one in the world, maybe except for Ron Bennington, that loves you more than I do.
I love you crazy, Fez.
Thank you.
So what's the advice for him, really?
Get rid of the guy.
Oh.
No, you can't do that.
Oh,
he's an integral part of everything.
Fez.
And everybody loves him, too. Except for that one guy that looks like Gus.
All right, Gus.
Bye, Gus.
This was a nice bit until then, right?
Yeah.
It was working. See you, Johnny.
See you, boys.
Oh, Johnny. Brian, you're on
The Advice Show.
The Advice Show.
Bezzy, I can't decide who my favorite is. Can you help me out? Ric Flair or the Macho Man?
Oh, it's a tough one.
That is really, really tough. You need to go with the Macho Man, Randy Savage.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
That's the toughest advice show question.
So your favorite wrestler is no longer Ric Flair, it's Randy Savage.
Yeah, I mean,
Wow.
if it came down to the two, I never really thought of it that way before. But
You always have said your favorite wrestler. Like, I would have lost if we were doing something like a Newlywed Game. Like Fez and I had gotten married and we went on the Newlywed Game, right? And I had answered it, but then he put up machos. I'd be like, "What are you talking about? You always did that." And then I would take the paper and hit him with it.
Destroy the
and
set.
everybody would be clapping. I'd be that guy. Because I would have bet money that you would have said Ric Flair.
I think I'm just in too weird of a sentimental, emotional time at this point, and if they were both still alive, I would have said Ric Flair.
I saw Cena was on Parks and Rec. Parks and Rec has gone nuts this year. They've turned into The Simpsons. It's like all the people from the show just get TV shows now, and they're flying to the moon, and it just doesn't make any reality that they set up for all those years has just went out the window.
Has the show ever ended this insane?
I would only go back to Roseanne. Roseanne did this where they actually had to say at the end that the whole thing was just made up. But the show, this would be like if we were ending the Ron and Fez show, and then you were just going like this. Well, Chris Stanley is going to go on to be president of the United States. I mean, it doesn't make any sense. Like when NBC loaded them up to get rid of the show, I'm like, what pricks after all they gave you? But I think this is why.
They just know that they went this ridiculous.
They just went and did whatever they wanted. It just doesn't even slightly. Why would John Cena just show up? And why does he have a kids show that is popular, but the other girl gets a job at DC and nothing? And the fat guy is now mayor that they made fun of all that time. Steven, you're on
The Advice Show.
Have you recovered from Johnny making you cry?
Barely.
Yeah, I need some advice from the big cat.
Do your purr.
About to get real. I just found out my girlfriend is pregnant. She wants an abortion. I don't. What do we do?
You don't have anything to say in the matter. That is all her decision.
But can't I just punch her in the stomach? It'd be a lot cheaper.
You should probably stay away from her if that's your opinion. If that's how you feel about it. Yeah, I defer to the girlfriend in this case.
You have a girlfriend?
No, his girlfriend.
Oh, I thought you meant your own girlfriend. That would have been another shocker.
My head would explode if he's had a chick this entire time and told us about it.
If it was Parks and Rec, he'd come in with his wife and chick and his children. It's the Advice Show with Fez Whatley. A lot of big stuff up on the iBank today, the Amy Schumer fight. And Amy's way of dealing with it was to be topless and in a pair of panties.
Ballsy.
I love it. She's an attractive woman. That picture's up on the iBank today. But along with the story of this asshole who thinks that Amy is somehow less than hot, which is crazy.
That's Jeffrey Wells. This dirtbag. He's a troll. He's a trolling weirdo.
Well, Fez, you believe closeted gay?
Yeah.
Worst thing you can say about a man, right?
I mean, he may come out on his own time, but what he's doing to Amy Schumer is the worst thing he could present himself as.
Itchy hand?
Yeah.
How come?
Nerves.
Nerves make you itch?
Oh, yeah.
I said that to somebody from that had poison ivy. I'm like, you're probably just nervous. Probably just don't want to talk.
Here, the Xanax will help the poison ivy.
I'll say your kiss is on my list. Whole notes later today. Philadelphia Zone. Cody, you're on the Advice Show with Fez Whatley.
Yeah, I need some advice from the big cat. My wife sent me a text, what do you want for dinner? And I can't decide. What should we have?
Feels like a tacos night.
More than a burrito, Fez?
More than a burrito, yeah.
Wow, okay.
Come on.
If you want to go soft shell, that's not how I like to roll, but I would do a hard shell taco night.
Do you know there's no such thing as a hard shell taco in Mexico? It doesn't exist. That's an
Really?
invention of us.
Taco Bell guy made it. He created it.
Isn't that interesting when you think about it?
That is. Do they have tortilla chips even?
That part I think is beyond me. But what I'm trying to explain to you, what you were introduced to as the taco is not a taco at all.
It's just that, that fucking hard fried
Yeah,
tortilla.
he said, well, how can we take something that's basically healthy and make it unhealthy? And they came up with what we now consider tacos. So when you go out and when you're in California and you go up to a taco thing and you're talking about the soft shell. No, that's just a taco. No one will sell you the hard taco shell.
All right, so you're saying if you went and ordered tacos in California, you're getting soft shells.
No, you're getting a taco since the hard shell doesn't exist in the taco world. It doesn't exist at all outside of the way that we were introduced to it at Taco Bell.
That's insane.
You know what's...
It isn't. No, I'm trying to tell you it's the truth, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but it's a mind blower.
That's how taco. What's weird is if you search taco, only the hard
Yes.
shell. Weird.
Because they sell the hard shell in the stores and all.
Yeah.
But there's no truth that the Mexicans have a hard shell taco.
Oh, here's a regular taco. A taco. Here's just a taco.
Yes, there's a taco. The kind that you throw down in a pan, heat up, and then wrap your taco stuff in. That's what a taco is. Not the hard shell, which is a giant chip, really. A deep fried chip.
It tastes like a Dorito in some cases.
Fez, you're doing great with these. The only person who threw you off so far is who?
Hard Rock Johnny.
And why did that
tried to call in as HRJ?
But why did it make you upset? Why did it make you cry?
Because it's someone who's not wanting to have fun with this. It's just someone who's calling in to purposely try to hurt my feelings. But
you realize
I'm really nervous and is just going to try to make me upset and cry.
But you know that we don't have a better friend than we do Johnny, right?
Days like this, I wonder.
Todd in Michigan.
Hi, is Dear Fez there?
Yes, Dear Fez is here.
Well, I was wondering if I could get some advice concerning some of my neighbors. My neighbors, well, they just moved in, and I have young children, and I just learned that they were gay. I was wondering, how do I get about asking them to leave?
Oh, they shouldn't. You should. If you want the gay neighbors out, you're the detriment to the neighborhood.
Well, no, I'm looking out for the welfare of my children. I don't want them molested.
Well, then you should give them up.
Well, no, I don't understand.
Gus?
Do you understand the question?
Yes, your gay neighbors shouldn't leave.
He doesn't have any gay neighbors. He's fucking with you.
I know. Everyone's just trying to turn it into something mean.
No, they're not.
I think that guy really was a homophobe and had those names. That's just me.
Well, he's definitely a homophobe.
Is that a good thing?
No.
Oh.
Sounds like it is. With the whole homo in there. I think Johnny is always just trying to be funny. That's all.
I didn't take it as funny.
I know you didn't.
I just took it as really, really mean from someone who says he's a friend.
You should go burn down the Hard Rock.
Matt in Queens, you're on with the advice queen, Fez Watley.
Fez Marie Watley, you sound like $1 million.
What can we do for you today?
Got a question for you. I adopted a cat, named him Fatty Pneumonia, and I'm trying to get him to talk. What do you suggest?
I would go with simpler words, nothing two syllable like cookie.
Let's not be silly, Fez. Let's do a real, true advice show.
Well, that wasn't a really true question.
But then that doesn't mean that you have to lower yourself to that answer.
Just like Hard Rock Johnny's. It's not
Okay,
real.
let's not work backwards, though. We're working forwards. You know what I mean? You don't want to be driving down the highway looking in the rearview mirror. Then you're going to miss what's up ahead of you. Here is David in California.
Hey, Fez. Fez, I'm trying to get my boyfriend to have anal sex, or just sex. So can you take me step by step through it?
I I heard anal sex and I can't hear him.
Step by step, how does the anal sex work?
Well, I would think the first step would be some lube. And then you go from there. Maybe work the tip a little bit.
But
yeah,
see,
just not go gung-ho all the way in.
So that makes it seem like if you need lube, it's not nature's way. Let's say the vagina naturally loops, right?
Mm-hmm.
But
I'm taking your word for it.
We don't have to take my word. It's biology. But since the ass doesn't naturally lube, would that mean that nothing is supposed to go into there?
Well, it doesn't naturally lube for anything to come out, but that's
yes,
nature.
The shit itself is naturally lubed. If not, you're going to need to probably eat some kale. You know, if you're...
some roughage.
Yeah, if you're not naturally lubed, your shit isn't lubing itself, you need to do some work on it.
I don't know.
The question is, wouldn't that seem like an unnatural act?
No, not
Since
if
you
someone
get-
was naturally drawn to it, of wanting that sensation or wanting to put it in
with
a man.
Can I tell you something? We want to put it in a lot of stuff that we shouldn't. You can't go by what the dick wants. Or you could make the point that rape is natural, because it probably would be and was until we had laws to stop it. Here's John. John, you're on the Run of Fez show. Do you have any advice you need?
Yeah, it's from Fez. I have a friend that cries all the time. Whenever I speak with him, he cries. I don't know how to handle it and what to do. Any advice, Fez? Thanks.
You should probably quit calling him.
John in Louisiana.
Yeah, I'm getting ready to eat some blueberries, and I was wondering what other kind of fruit should I eat with it, or just kind of let it stand alone, Fez?
That's from my favorite Fez bit. Kind of a Fez sketch. Cartoon sketch that you did, right, Fez?
I didn't do it. I mean, it's audio of me, but I didn't do it.
Who did it?
I can't remember the loser's name.
Was it Coke Logic?
That's it.
Coke Logic.
That's it.
You think Coke Logic's the loser?
For doing that, yeah.
Here's Dave in Columbus.
Hey, Fez.
Yes.
Got a Saturday question for you, or I need advice on. Could you help me out?
Saturday. Oh, yeah, we haven't played that in a while.
Saturday.
What do you got?
Cheech or Chong?
Cheech or Chong? What's going to be a Saturday for you, Fez?
Tommy Chong.
But I love Cheech, though. Tommy, I'm kind of pals with, but it doesn't mean that I love Cheech any less. There's going to be 2 sad days I got lined up.
I'm going to be able to deal with it. Because I love Cheech even on Nash Bridges. He was on that show for a while.
Yeah, I never saw Nash Bridges.
Missed out.
Yeah, I don't think I did. I don't feel like I missed out.
It's a favorite of my mom's.
Oh.
Then end up watching it with her.
And you and your mom sat on the couch and watched a lot of shows together.
Yeah, or they'd be in the background, or I'd be on the computer or something, and I'd be like, "Fucking, oh, it was a good one, Ma."
Your mom liked your company, though, huh?
Yes, she did very much so.
Sweet. She know how much weed you smoked?
I think she did, but she didn't care. She never said anything about it. Because how could you not fucking smell the amount of weed that was coming out of that apartment?
What I would try to do, and I mean, it's what I try to do, is just ignore most of your bad habits and just act like I don't see them taking place.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate
I think that's
that.
the way.
I appreciate that.
Here's our buddy Bill in Jersey. Go ahead, Bill.
A big ass card holder, 29.75, my buddy.
I'll let Fez hit that. It's a Vice show day.
Fezzy, spits or swallows?
What?
Spit or swallow?
Oh, it's probably going to depend on the person. Go with swallow.
Why would it depend on the person?
Well, there may be a person that, you're not into as much. Maybe it's just a quick hookup, so you don't want to ingest. If it's someone you're into and they're into that as well, then go ahead and swallow.
So that would be where you would draw the line of how you felt about them. Not so much putting your mouth over their penis, but whether...
The next step.
Yeah. And, the thing is... Spit or swallow, come on. I mean, you could easily just take it out, put it on your forehead, let it finish there. I mean, the spitting, it's a messy fucking thing to do.
The sky's the limit, really, if you're thinking about it.
So you're saying you could even put it in a mason jar.
Yeah, of course,
Save it for later.
Yeah.
Yeah. Make it a nice little snack.
Refrigerate it.
Dipping snack.
Refrigerate it next to the mustard.
Also, you don't have to refrigerate mustard. You don't have to.
Thank God.
Thank God.
They don't sell
Because I was fucking saying to myself, why didn't I take the extra mustard? I'm like, Chris doesn't. I don't mind him finishing up the rest of those things, but he doesn't need all that mustard.
There was a lot of mustard.
Because I was thinking to myself, that would be great with a nice dog.
Oh, hell yeah.
Make a little dog lunch. Have a little of that nice mustard. I'm saying this to you. If you meet a girl, all right? You guys, neither one of you in a long-lasting relationship.
No.
So to see whether she's a keeper or not, go like this. Oh, make sure you pick up some mustard. If she comes back with yellow mustard, get out of there. Because she is a bland, hideous woman.
You should probably slap her around a little bit.
She probably has no soul.
Thank you, Anthony.
Yellow mustard?
Yes, it happens. No, it doesn't taste good. It shouldn't even technically be called mustard. I see you're being quiet, Chris. Did your mom used to get yellow mustard?
Yep.
I knew it. I fucking knew it.
Now look, I grew up in. I love brown mustard. I was telling you how much I love that mustard.
I know, but that just proves she didn't love you as much as you let on. Do you give your children yellow mustard?
I also like Hunt's ketchup better than Heinz.
Oh my God, that's a sin.
I don't think so.
I think so.
I want to tell you something right now. I'm not a big fan of ketchup. I think it makes everything taste like ketchup. And you're like, oh, what do you just want to eat ketchup all the time? I say the same thing at Tabasco. You're just Tabascoing it up. It's the only taste.
Like sometimes they have like organic ketchups, and I hate them. I just like the taste of just that whatever super sweet, vinegary.
Yes.
Yeah, it's
great.
great.
What you want is a piece of candy, tomato-based candy. All right, some people are writing in. Have you noticed Fez is just giving the answers that Ron wants to hear? I didn't notice that.
No, I didn't know Ron's opinion on spitting or swallowing before I gave that answer.
That wasn't the one that they were talking about. It was the Cheech and Chong and stuff like that. And someone else said, what's the last thing of Daryl's house that Fez saw?
I quit watching it, so yeah, you got me. Good one.
Did you ever watch it?
I watched the first couple of episodes.
Why'd you stop?
I just didn't keep up with it.
But you said on the air that was your favorite show.
At that point, we were talking about what were you watching now on television, and I had just watched a couple episodes.
But was that an attempt to try to please Ron? Because you know that I like the Daryl Hall.
No, it was an attempt to try to come up with an answer.
I know, but is it a Ron-based answer? Like, Chris, you understand that sometimes it's easier to give a Ron-based answer? Like, if you just suddenly go like this, Roxy Music. I'd have to say Avalon by Roxy Music. Neil Young, After the Gold Rush. You know it's going to be an easier, or as you put it, Fez, a lube that helps, an unnatural lube that helps bring the cock into the ass.
It's a nice Astroglide.
But I will tell you this, out of everybody in this room, I say MK is the person who will give a straight answer without worrying about how it travels in the room. And you're proud that you knit, even though some men will find it less than masculine.
I don't care.
Why don't you think about the fashion industry?
It hasn't really come up. I could look into it, yeah. But it's something I do more as a hobby, and I feel like if I start putting so much time into it, I'm not going to enjoy it as much. Because I don't knit as much as I want, really.
Yeah.
Because once I'm in the beginning, like right now, beginning of the spring semester, it's just been too busy, so I don't even have time. But like during the winter.
Chris, do you have a hobby at all? Did you say this is just my hobby?
I don't think I have hobbies.
Fez? Do you have a hobby? I got one right now, and I want to keep it precious.
What's that?
It's just yelling racist things out the car when I'm driving by things.
That's.
I don't even want to say what racist. I want to keep that as private.
Yeah.
But if I had to do it 8 hours a day, I'd probably start to hate it after a while.
I think that's a hobby.
Yeah.
Well, it's what you're passionate about. So
Yeah, the last one I yelled, I'll just let you know this. I just yelled out, "Do you go pee in your Coke?" You know? And I ain't saying where I yelled it or why I yelled it. I just yelled it.
Was it
So
downtown?
I guess we're going on for a while because we burn out
We burn out a few breaks,
yeah. While you were trying to fix that other thing. Here's our buddy Fuck. Hello, Fuck.
Hey, Fezzy, thanks for taking my call, man.
What can we do for you?
So listen, I'm working this dead-end job right now, and my real passion, not my hobby, my real passion is radio. And I'm just wondering, like, how can I just break into it, like, get on the scene? I don't want to go to school or anything like that. I just want to get my own show at Sirius and be on the air. Can you help me out, buddy?
I would start by changing the name to something a little bit more radio-friendly.
Be honest.
Chances.
How do you break in the radio? If a young person wants to break in the radio, for real.
Well, it's different now because you used to be able to show up at a radio station and just help out with anything they needed whatsoever.
Is that
just
a right
to
answer?
get your foot in the door. But now I think you would to get into this place. The only way you could do it is with an internship.
Fez, what should a young person do to break into radio? I get asked this question all the time. Give some advice.
I don't know.
Why are you getting upset? Just give your answer. Give a real answer as a young person.
You can't just say that you want to be in radio. You have to, submit stuff. Start putting things together that a radio show could put on the air.
Says, I submit to you that I want to be on the radio. Can I have a show?
No, because you're not willing to do what I just told you to.
This isn't advice, though. What do you tell him to do? Parody songs?
If that's what he can do.
Do you know how many people have sent us parody songs over the years and none of them ever got radio gigs out of it? I mean, there's a lot of... It is a really tough thing to say to young people, how do you break into this thing that you like? Because it's changed so much. You know? If it was me, I would just be booking a bunch of young shows, and whether they worked at, when it looks like they weren't working out, I get rid of it. But I think that you would be able to come up with a couple there, But there's no young people doing radio. They're doing podcasting.
Yeah, that's where it's...
But where does that lead you? Like, when I went into radio, it was a career. Now, this podcasting, you do an hour a week. And how long have you done your shows, Chris?
David Mack Sports Program's 4 years. High Society is 6.
Now, do you believe that they're both good shows?
Yes, of course.
Have they led anywhere? Is the thing that drives me crazy.
It's not led to getting into radio.
Yeah. Like, if you were an open micer, and you said to me, I've been doing open mic for 6 years, and I haven't gotten hired anywhere, I would be like, dude, I'm starting to wonder whether or not this is the right thing.
It feels like podcasting is just one part of the person, is one part of what you're doing. It's like, yeah, I do a podcast. That's something else people can listen to. That's what it's beginning to feel like.
But that wasn't the point that you went into it for, right?
No.
Andrew, New Haven, you're on the Advice Show with Fez Watley.
Take your shirt off, Ronnie, and dance for me.
Who is running that stuff in the other room? Pull and punch out, because he has not been around for a long time. It seems like we don't know how to treat a heckler like that. The radio shark. Hey, Dirtfoot.
Hey guys, how's it going? Faz, I got a little bit of a problem. It's my best bud Coleman. It's his birthday, and he wants to get some steak, and I really don't know where to go to get a good one. I was wondering if you could help me out.
Oh, go to Steak and Shake.
So you're not going to give real answers.
I don't know what's in his town.
But see, this is how you would find out. It would be the Advice Show. These aren't people that are against you. These are people looking for advice. And you are coming out of your shell today, Fez. I'm not going to let you go backwards and start scratching your hand and using that as an excuse. I want you to enjoy the time. Talk to him.
What do you have in your town?
I don't know. I mean, I see cows. I wouldn't have any idea.
Well, you can get a really fresh steak that way.
He's in Jersey.
Yeah.
You're going for the quip instead of the advice. He's in Jersey. Why don't you talk about some great steaks that you went out for before? Stuff that you've done with us. I really want you to enjoy Advice Show, Fez. I want you to just jump into it. Here's Scott, BC. Scott.
Hey, Fez. I was just wondering, should I go soft or hard?
Are we back to tacos? I always go hard. That's my advice for you. That's all I have.
Fez Watley is doing
The Advice Show.
Advice Show with Fez Watley.
The Advice Show.
Chris, if somebody told you when you were in Jersey and they wanted a steak, wouldn't you say go to Arthur's? Go enjoy yourself? I mean, Eddie Trunk goes there. Why not go?
Get a strip.
Get a nice strip for yourself.
I love one right now.
Oh. Turtle, Iowa.
Maha, buddies. Hey, Fez, I got a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
Every summer, my backdoor neighbors, they have religious services in their backyard in the morning, probably from around 10 o'clock until noon. They do it every other week. And just some advice on maybe how to discourage them, or, should I just let my kids run wild in the backyard and not care about what they're disrupting?
Why would you want to discourage them? Well, I mean, what's the problem? What's the problem with? I mean, are they loud?
They're singing like hymns and they're reading out of the Bible. Not that I have a problem with it. It's just that every other week for 4 months out of the year, it gets to kind of get old.
I would ignore it. I would stay in the house, keep the kids in the house. I wouldn't have a problem with it.
So not use your backyard all summer?
It's every other week.
Yeah, it's every other week.
In the morning.
2 hours. But, at the same time, I'd like to be able to go out and, not concerned that I'm, disturbing their service. But then again...
Then go out, don't worry about it. I mean, you're going to do what you're going to do in your backyard. They're doing what they're doing in theirs.
I've noticed that you are never on the side of anyone that you're giving advice to. During this entire show, it's almost the person looking for advice is a piece of shit to you. Like, why don't you just stay in your house? Why don't you go eat a piece of garbage? Not eat steak. All right, you guys are going to ask Fez advice. True advice.
All right, I got one.
All right, you
All
go
right,
first.
so
Okay.
This girl, cause she's the same major as me, right? And so I have a few classes with her, and when she talks, she has a click to her, she go like that. And I kind of called her out on it because I know she either purposely does it for attention or whatnot, something like that. And she's just I don't do that with my mouth. And so you think I should try to ask her again, could you stop? I'm not interested in
What
you.
makes you think she's just doing it for attention, that it's not
Because
a medical problem?
Because she's talked to some other people, and I know she likes me, and I do not like her.
Why don't you like her?
She does not have a good mouth. No. I mean, she has a large ass, but
You like a large ass?
Not on her, though. It's
Yeah.
not working. Not for her.
Who's give us a celebrity that you find absolutely hot so we know where your head's at on this.
I like old Jessica Simpson, but then again, I like old Lindsay Lohan. Too.
Okay, so what are we looking at? 2004?
2004 Lindsay Lohan.
Yeah.
Hands down.
Let's look at
'Cause we saw her in
2004.
Mean Girls, my
Lindsay
favorite movie. As
Lohan,
we
and
went
what
over.
year on the Jessica Simpson?
Dukes of Hazzard. So that was
Okay.
2004, 2000.
All right, so here's Lindsay, 2004.
And just give us, she's hot. And everyone runs her down now, but she peaked there. And give us, just put Jessica Simpson bikini because there's a lot of great shots.
Daisy Dukes.
Yeah, that's her in front of the car.
Yeah, the music video.
Now you realize that at no point in your life are you going to get anybody who looks like this.
Yeah.
You know what would be perfect for you? Clicky. I think you ought to go take a run at Clicky.
Get some from Clicky.
Yeah. Why don't you just keep doing click jokes around there? Like, why so clickish?
Well, yeah. I mean, that's what I'd actually click to her.
Yeah.
I go, what are you doing here?
I hate when people do. Oh my god. They think that they can just keep their nervous things, like, and wear it like it's a fucking crown. You know?
They feel like they're taking control of it, I guess, doing that.
Right. Like, I don't know why it should be like, let me do something annoying to drive. I feel like they want to do something annoying to drive you away.
But at the same, well, then why would she be doing that if she wants me?
I don't think she wants you. I think she wants to fuck with you, dude. By the way, is that even Jessica there?
This is Lindsay.
It's Lindsay Lohan. I meant Lindsay. But it doesn't almost even look like her in the face.
Yeah, but this is definitely her. But
Yeah,
it's a different picture. It's a different looking picture.
Did you see when she made her list of guys she banged, how famous that list went on? I think fucking Merle Haggard was even on that list. So, Fez, you're not giving them any advice about Clicky.
It's like Pokemon.
Well, if she's that annoying, I know it's college. There's not assigned seats. Just don't sit next to her.
But she sits right next to me, or like in that area with me. Should I not talk to her, or like how do I avoid contact? Because we're the same major, that's why we have like same classes.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I guess if you talk to her, she's just going to click more. So don't talk to her.
But why can't he get her to stop clicking? Why do people do these weird things? Is it to take some ownership over the room?
I think she may not. If she's saying she doesn't click, she may not know she's doing it.
She knows she's doing it. Are you aware of the things that you do, Fez?
I don't always realize that I'm doing them until they're pointed out.
But when you do stuff like, if you're being asked to do stuff and you just start yanking at your mustache in people's faces, you don't think of that as an aggressive move?
No, it's.
I think it's a thing almost like when a cat puts its back up or a blowfish tries to get larger.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're trying to drive people away. That's amazing pictures of Jessica.
Yeah, that's my. How do I find a girl like Jessica Simpson from 2004, Fez?
She was sexual napalm.
Oh,
that
my
girl. Sexual
God.
napalm. Brian in Detroit.
Hey, a question for Fez.
Go ahead.
Yes. Hello.
Yeah, go ahead with your question.
Hi. I have a son who is 9 years old and deals with anxiety. I don't know how bad it is, right? It's more than a 9-year-old should have to deal with. And I feel like I've heard you say that you think yours stems from childhood. And I guess I'm curious if you could go back and talk to your parents, what you might say to them that might help you deal with your anxiety.
I was always an anxious kid too. It got a lot worse in adulthood, and I don't know. I guess it would be to say, "You're making me nervous."
You would say to a kid, "You're making me nervous."
No, he's saying if I was a kid, what would I say to my parents?
No, you would be the parent. You would be the adult coming to...
Oh, I thought he was saying what if I was a kid, what I would say now.
No. The kid,
I'm an idiot, sorry.
Just relax. The kid doesn't know what to say, so you're going back speaking for the kid, is what he's bringing up. Chris, you said you were always an anxious kid, right?
Oh, yeah. I was very anxious in my household.
When I was a kid, when I was in kindergarten, I was a kindergarten kid that could have used a bar. You know what I mean? Like, the entire idea of being there made me want to have a drink, and I'm not even kidding about that. I did not like the idea of going to school, being part of that, leaving where I'm comfortable. It made me somewhere in between anxious and furious.
Going to school freaked me the fuck out. It was a scene in the morning, or at the end of summer, it was over, dude. It was just I don't know why. My parents should have just dumped me somewhere. I was freaking out so much.
I felt the same way. I'm like, why are you fucking sending me this thing? It's infuriating.
What's the point?
What happened to I have a home that I could be at? So I think everyone can understand. And did you have anxiety when you were a kid?
No.
You were just cool with everything.
Yeah.
You know why?
Went with the flow a lot.
Italian love. You had the Italian love. What about you, MK?
I was talkative, but I would say I was anxious about like tests, quizzes, that sort of thing. So that
Why
would
would they give kids tests and quizzes?
I just
Like,
I
with the
just failed
state
all of them.
testing
So.
and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's
so
terrible.
it was
Why
kind of
put
hell.
pressure? I just saw a thing on TV the other day where the father is saying, my kid's in first grade, and he has his kid crying when he comes home because he's nervous about keeping up. And he goes, why? Why do we give a shit?
It's first grade.
My problem was the changing schools. Every time I changed to school, it was another meltdown.
Another chance to start big?
5 schools in 5 years.
Just keep getting like lower and lower in IQ. Like, finally, we're going to
Yeah.
send you here, kid. I don't know. All you got to do is paste things together and smoke. You're in senior. All right, so if Fez would go back in time for this, he would tell the kid to speak up more. Was that your thing, Fez?
Yeah, that's when I thought that was the question.
Okay.
Fezzy?
Yeah.
Hey, if you had the choice between these two British comedies, I want to know which one you would choose.
Oh, good question.
If you had to choose between Monty Python or The Young Ones, which would be your preferred choice?
Wow, I don't know because I really haven't watched either one.
Wow.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah.
I'm the Holy Grail.
You should get a job on a comedy channel without knowing who the Pythons and the young ones are. What about you, Chris?
My Python.
How about you guys?
Python.
Yeah, Python.
Yeah, it's not even close for me. Here's Gus the Mouse. Gus.
Hi, this is Gus the Mouse. I need some advice.
Yes, go ahead, Gus.
Why am I being compared to some caller on a radio show?
Well, you're doing the wrong voice. You're doing the Mickey Mouse voice.
I've got a cold. I'll hang up and then have some cheese.
Put some pants on.
That was one of your most bizarre fucking comeback lines yesterday. And a lot of people brought it up to me.
It was very weird to me, and I was in the middle of it.
Someone said that's where you finally stepped outside of it all. Flathead wrote to me that he loves Hall & Oates and Daryl's house. And then he just writes flat. So I'm going to write back, me too, Flat. Me too. You know, Flat has lived the rock and roll lifestyle. Boy, it's tough to have people to talk to in this room. Really, really difficult.
I've heard some stories about Flathead.
Well, you act like they happen to you, or they're your opinions now.